Before I begin my tiger drawing, I'm actually going to go ahead and add some more texture to the surface of this paper. I found a few oil pastels that are similar in color. The first thing I want to do though is clean this off. I'm going to be using this on the side today, so I want to clean that oil pastel off. Same thing with this one. This one's a little dirty. Clean this off. Just going to take this and go over top. This kind of breaks up the single color paper. Let's start with the tiger's eyes. I do want to clean this white. Flip my paper over, clean just this part. It doesn't matter that this part is still dirty. So I'm going to kind of start in the middle of the page to find the center. I put 2 fingers, one on each side, move them at the same speed till they touch. Now I want to take my tiger's eyes and put them a little bit off center. So I'm going to go about here with them. I like to plan it out with my fingers first. Let's go ahead and make a circle for the eye. I think that might be too small. Make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to do everything in white first. I'm going to measure the distance between the eyes. That'll give me a good placement. Try and get them about the same color, same size. I'm going to do everything in white first. Let's make this tiger more of a football shape. This will be the whites of the eyes. Make my tiger's eyes this bright green. I'm going to clean this too. The white behind the green really allows the green color to pop. Okay, back to my white. Now I need to think about where I'm going to put my tiger's nose. I'm going to use an upside down triangle, so maybe about here. Kind of like to plan it out with my finger first and get it in my mind. If I go and put my nose down here, I'm not going to have enough room for the tiger's mouth near the bottom of my paper. So I think I'll go right about here. Upside down triangle. And I'm going to fill in the triangle with white. I'm not worried about any black yet. I want to do everything in white first. Also going to put in this shape here, almost like a circle. Do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to do the bottom of the mouth too. If you want, you can have a little tongue showing out. I'm going to backfill this tongue with some white. Now I'm going to grab a pink, that looks clean, and fill in the nose with pink. You could make the nose any color you want. And I'll fill in the tongue with red. And the red's going to mix with the white and create another tone or value of pink. Okay. Now I'm going to do the tiger's head. Again, I'm using white. I want to put a little dot up here. It's like a little guide. That way I know where I have to go with the head. And right here off the side of the muzzle or the snout, I'm going to put 2 more dots. That way I know I have to connect the dots on this side and connect the dots on this side. I like to get it in my brain with my finger first. And if they're not identical, that's okay. Let's put some ears on this tiger. If I put my ears here, I don't have enough paper, so I think I have to kind of go here in the corner and make my ears there where the space is a little bigger. Now I think I'm ready for black. I'm gonna do all of my outlining in black. Actually, I'm gonna take these crumbs first and just tap them into my dish. That way they're not all over the table and they don't get all over the floor. I'm gonna do a rainbow line for the eye and a smile line for the bottom of the eye. We'll add a pupil to the center. Forgot some of the center of the ears, so I'm going to put some white down first and then the pink over top. This way the pink will show up better, because if I just put pink on top of the orange like that, it doesn't show up very well. Some whiskers. And now time for the tiger's stripes. So this is the part where I can really show some emotion on my tiger's face. If I do eyebrows like this, that'll give it a more angry look. If I go off to the side, maybe my tiger looks more worried. Doing the same on both sides to create symmetry. And I think that looks pretty good. There I have my Rousseau tiger head. Now let's make some leaves. Again, I want to texture the surface of my paper. I'm gonna do a lighter green because I have this shade of green here, this darker green. Clean my oil pastel and add some textures to it. There's lots of different greens in your oil pastel tray. I'm going to go with this stripe because I know that plants often have light areas, dark areas, and brighter colors to them. Let's see what the blue looks like over top. That's kind of cool too. Okay, now I'm ready to draw some large leaves. Again, I'm going to use white so I can see what I'm doing. I'm doing basic leaves that are going to be rainbow and smile lines, but I am going to plan these on my paper so that I can get a few on one piece. Kind of change the edge a little bit to make it look more tropical. If you want to, you could just do a rainbow line and a smile line. think I have room for these 3. Let's grab another color of green. I'm going to clean this, see if I like it. That's really dark. Let's see how that looks. That doesn't really show up much. So I think I'm gonna go back to a lighter, brighter green. There we go. Fill in every other one and kind of make a pattern. And last, I'm going to add my black. Oh, that's not black. There we go. That makes nice contrast. Now I'm ready to cut everything out. I'm going to bubble cut the whiskers. Bubble cut means I just go around them. I've decided to go back and add a little bit more to the top of the tiger's nose. I'm going to use this paper as my test. And I even have extra orange, so I know I can make a tail out of this. There, now it looks like the tiger is hiding in the jungle leaves. Here I've put a black piece of construction paper behind my work. The color you choose to glue your tiger to will have a lot to do with the kind of mood you're creating. So I could take these pieces and put it on a bright green piece. I could see what it looks like on lots of different colors.